So PXG has developed a new putter that they say no matter how you twist it or manipulate it during your stroke, it always goes back to the face pointed at the target. Well, if that's true, it will radically improve anyone's putting, and it's a game changer. Stick around because we're going to review the PXG Allan Putter, and in this video you're going to learn some things you don't already know about putters and putting, and your mind will be blown at some of the things that you're going to see that this putter and a couple of others can do. Let's start by saying this video is not a paid promotion. PXG didn't give me any money or anything like that in exchange for this review. I don't get a commission if you buy a PXG product or a PXG Allan Putter. The only thing that PXG did is gave me the use of this PXG Allan Putter for 24 hours for purposes of doing this review. So it's unbiased, straight ahead, honest information. Now let's talk about how putters work and are balanced. Traditionally, putters are made with toe hang. So this putter is heavier on the toe, and if I lay it across a balance point like the palm of my hand, the toe points down. Other putters are what's called face balance, like this Scotty Cameron Futura. I lay it across a balance point, the face points straight up at the sky. That's face balanced. Putters like my Honu are mass balance. In other words, the face will point wherever I put it. If I aim it at the target, it stays there. If I point it straight down, it stays there. If I point it backwards, it stays there. If I point it at 1 or 2 o'clock, wherever I put it, it stays. So when I'm putting, if I aim my Honu putter at the target, the face tends to stay there. There's no resistance. It doesn't naturally try to rotate or twist towards the sky or toe down or something like that. Lab golf putters work the same way. They call it lie angle balance, but just like my Honu, a lab golf putter will stay wherever you point it. Now PXG comes along with something similar, but they say that their face, instead of staying where you point it or toe hanging or face balanced, it stays pointed at the target. So wherever I point this putter, the face rotates back to the target. Now think about what that means out on the course, standing over a putt. I'm using a putter with toe hang. When I set up to a putt, lift the putter to make the stroke, the putter naturally wants to rotate that way. So during my stroke, I have to do something with my wrist, my hands, or my arms to keep this putter face from rotating that way so that it stays square to the target line. A face balance putter wants to putt with the face pointed straight to the sky. So out on the course, I set up over a putt with a face balance putter, and I lift the putter. The natural tendency of that is to turn face balance, so now the face is pointing at the camera instead of at the target. And again, I have to do something with my hands, my wrist, or my arms to keep that face square. I have to work at it. With my Honu or a lab golf putter, the face stays wherever I point it. So if I know how to aim my putt at my target and set up square, then as I make the stroke, this face stays pointed at that target. There's no resistance. I don't have to work to keep the putter face square. It stays on line. And the PXG Allan, with their target balance, if you will, means that when I set up over the putt, the face stays pointed at the target. If I make a little mistake in my stroke, that's okay, unless I'm over gripping or just doing something terrible, because this face has a natural tendency to stay pointed at the target. So I don't have to work to keep the face square. That would make the PXG putter comparable to a Lab Golf or a Honu putter. Zero torque. Now, to demonstrate how putters fight against you and torque and twist offline, Lab Golf invented what they call a revealer. It's a device where you actually hold the device, the putter fits in here, and it's free to twist wherever it wants. And what you're going to discover, I've done video on this before on the channel, but I'll demonstrate for you. So I set up to a putt with this face balance putter, and when I pick the thing up to make the stroke, the face balance putter tilts and rotates, face balance, pointing straight at you away from the target. I put a Honu putter in this device, set up to a ball, grip it without controlling the putter handle, without doing anything to the face, pick it up to make the stroke, and you notice the putter face is stable. It stays on target. It does not move or twist or rotate, and I can get pretty wild with the stroke. But certainly if you're making a normal putter stroke, that face stays square to the target line without making any manipulations. Now let's put the PXG Allan Putter in the same device, set up to a putt, and again, I can't manipulate or control the putter face. It's going to swing where it wants. I lift it up to make a stroke, and it's also very stable. It may twist just a little bit, slightly more than my Honu, slightly more than a Lab Golf, but it's not twisting and rotate. It's not twisting and rotating like a face balanced or toe hang putter. It's much better at staying pointed at the target. To prove that their Allan putter is in fact torque free, PXG has come up with their own device similar to Lab Golf's revealer, and Honu has a similar device as well, but the putter attaches in here. I can't put my hands on the grip and rotate or control the face. It's going to do what it wants to do. So I set up with that with my Honu, and sure enough, it works in the stroke. And in a minute, I'll show you using multiple different putters in this device. I can only roll the ball and actually hit the putter consistently with the Honu and the PXG. Not really focused on making these, simply trying to demonstrate how stable the putter face stays in this device where I'm not doing any work to keep the face square. I'm just making a stroke and letting the putter face do what it wants to do. This one, first one is the PXG Allan. How about that? The second one is a traditional blade with toe hang. Can't even hit the ball with it. Now let's try the face balanced Scotty Cameron. Again, wobbles all over the place, wobbles so much that it pulls out of the device. And finally, let's try my Honu. And I missed the putt, but at least I could hit it because the face wasn't wobbling all over the place. It's made by PXG, which means it's quality manufacturing, quality control, good craftsmanship, well engineered. The grip is nice. It's a good looking putter. A lot of people will prefer this if they like a mallet and they don't like, say, the shape of the Lab Golf putters or the shape of a Honu. This might be a good option in that instance. Bottom line, there's not much new in putters in the last 60 years except for this concept of balancing so that the putter face stays square to the target line during your stroke. And if you want the best technology that's out there, you have three and only three options. That's a Lab Golf putter that does what this PXG Allan will do. That's a Honu putter, which I use and prefer, or that's this PXG Allan. Nothing else will fit in any of these devices and make it possible for you to stroke the ball. And that means if you're using anything else, you have to do extra work, even if it's subconscious, with your hands and your grip pressure or your wrists or your arms to control the face of this putter, because your putter fights against you trying to twist offline. And before some of you go into the comments and talk about even roll putters or Axis One putters, they are less torque, but they are not zero torque. That's been proven in multitude of studies. They're not zero torque like the PXG Allan, like the Lab Golf putters, and like the Honu. If you want zero torque, keeping the face square to your target line without you having to work in your stroke to do that, then you want one of these three. And if you have a square putter face, all you need after that is green reading and controlling speed, and you're going to make a lot of putts. By the way, you need help with reading greens or controlling speed, you want to be watching this channel on Saturday, September the 21st. I've got a solution for you coming out on that day. If you struggle with keeping the putter face square, pulling, pushing putts offline, then you should get a PXG Allan or a Lab Golf or a Honu putter. They're worth the investment and the cost. Keeping the putter face square is so critical. Then all you got to do is know how to set up and make a stroke. By the way, you ought to check out in the video description link to my online courses. I've got a course available for you on how to putt the right way, which covers the setup and a routine to get into that setup in great detail, and how to make a smooth, consistent, repeatable stroke that's a perfect stroke every time. And if you like information like this on putters and putting and reviews of new products and tips to help you make more putts, then you know exactly what to do. Give this video a thumbs up, share it with a buddy, put your comments below, take the easy tap in on that subscribe button, check out this video on the screen now, and here's to you making more putts.